We've all heard stories about mythical creatures that live in the depths of the ocean, but are those stories actually true or not? In this video, we'll discuss 12 mythical creatures that once actually existed, and trust me, the last one will completely blow your mind. So, without any delay, let's dive right in. The first creature we're going to talk about is Nokkin. Nokkin is a Scandinavian folklore commonly found in the rivers of Sweden and Norway. According to the legend, Nokkin is described as a handsome man who sits near lakes and rivers playing his violin. He uses his music to hypnotize his victims, and if you follow the sound of the music, he'll drag you under the water and take your soul. Locals believe that the only way to protect yourself from Nokkin is by offering him something made of metal. Today, Nokkin has become quite popular. You might have seen reference to him in the movie The Witcher. The next creature we're going to talk about is Kraken. The Kraken isn't your normal octopus. It's much bigger. It's often described as being the size of an island. The Kraken comes from Scandinavian folklore, originating from the sailors. According to the sailors, it would sink their ships and drag them under to devour them. But does this legendary creature actually exist? Here's the crazy part. In 2025, a giant squid was filmed alive for the first time at a depth of 2,000 feet in the South Atlantic Ocean. So we can say it does actually exist. You probably heard about the next creature. Meet the Megalodon, the largest shark to ever exist on Earth. It can reach the length of up to 18 meters with jaws powerful enough to crush a car. Its teeth are roughly the size of an adult human hand. This apex predator hunted whales, dolphins, and even the other sharks. Fossils of Megalodon teeth have been found worldwide, mostly in the United States, Peru, Japan, Australia, and Europe. Some teeth are so well preserved that they spark debates that whether if it's still alive. Today, the Megalodon is the pop culture icon, appearing in movies and TV shows. So, does Megalodon really exist? Yes. This creature lived in the ocean thousands of years ago, and who knows, it might still be out there. The next mythical creature is the sea eater. Fishermen in faraway places know the name, even if they don't talk about it much. They say it's a long and dark creature that lives in the depths of the ocean. Its skin is smooth like wet rock. No one sees eyes, only a huge mouth that cuts across its whole head, filled with flat, pale teeth. Some say it's longer than 3 fishing boats. Stories about the sea eater go back hundreds of years. Old sailors in Alaska told stories about boats that never came back from sea. According to the legend, sea eater doesn't chase. It doesn't smash things. It just comes from depths of the ocean and takes what it wants and disappears. Today, most people have never heard of it. You'll find its name only in old stories or hidden internet posts. A few say they've seen it, but they never give details. So does the sea eater actually exist? No one knows. But the ocean is huge, and 80% of the ocean is still undiscovered. Meet Gran Maja, first described as a giant sea serpent over 675 meters long. That's more than twice the size of the famous Bloop. Some say it has grown even bigger, now over 6 kilometers in length. Its body moves like a huge snake. The head is shaped like a whale shark, but with a wide open mouth filled with sharp, yellow, needle-like teeth. 6 small, pale eyes sit in a half circle across its rough, reddish-brown skin. It lives far below the surface, in the dark part of the ocean where sunlight never reaches. So does the Gran Maja actually exists? We don't know. More than 80% of the ocean has never been explored. So maybe Gran Maja isn't hiding. Maybe we just haven't gone deep enough. Next one on our list is the Indus Worm. Over 2,000 years ago, Greek historians wrote about a giant worm that crawled through the Indus River. They said locals hunted it for a rare oil, an oil so dangerous it could catch fire the moment it touched air. No one has ever found proof it was real. No bones, no remains, not even a clear sighting. But in the past, giant creatures did exist. One was called Arthropleura, a millipede-like animal almost 3 meters long and as wide as a bus. It moved through ancient forests in a time when bugs could grow far bigger than today. Maybe the Greeks saw strange fossil remains. Maybe they saw locals using flammable oil from the land and guessed it came from a living beast. The rest? That could be legend. Or maybe the river still hides something. Meet the Bloop. In 1997, scientists recorded a sound deep in the ocean. It was so loud, sensors over 3,000 miles apart picked it up. At first, they thought it was ice cracking, or maybe underwater volcanoes, but the sound didn't match anything they knew. That's when the stories began. Some imagined a prehistoric sea monster. Others linked it to Cthulhu, the giant creature we'll talk about next. Years later, scientists said, the bloop was most likely ice quakes. But not everyone agreed, because we've explored less than 20% of the ocean, and in the deep, a sound like that could mean something else. The next one is Loch Ness Monster. For centuries, people in Scotland have told stories of a strange creature living in Loch Ness. They say it has a long neck and moves through the deep water like something from the time of dinosaurs. No one has proved it's real. There's no clear evidence, no confirmed recordings. The most famous proof was a single photograph taken in 1934 by Robert Kenneth Wilson. It showed a dark shape in the water with a long neck, but years later, it was revealed to be fake, a toy submarine with a plastic head. Still, the legend hasn't died. Some believe it's a prehistoric reptile called a plesiosaurus that somehow survived extinction. The next creature is the Levithan, an ancient sea monster mentioned in myths and even in the Bible, described as so powerful that no human could ever defeat it. Some say it looks like a massive snake. Others see it as a huge sea creature shaped like a dinosaur. The strange part, most of these descriptions sound the same. Scientists don't believe such a creature exists today. But 50 million years ago, a real giant snake lived. It was called Titanoboa, up to 50 feet long and almost 3 feet wide. It moved through warm, swampy rivers and was one of the largest snakes to ever exist. In 1959, a helicopter crew flying over the Congolese jungle claimed to see a giant snake on the ground below. They said it was over 50 feet long and even tried to strike at the helicopter. A photo from that flight is still shown today. Was it a surviving Titanoboa? Maybe. Some believe it's some unknown species we haven't discovered yet. The final creature on our list is Titanoboa, a snake longer than 2 buses. It could grow up to 50 feet and weigh over a ton. It lived around 60 million years ago in the tropical swamps of what is now Colombia. There, it was the top predator, hunting large fish, turtles, and even young crocodiles. It didn't kill with venom. It crushed with enough force to snap a spine in seconds. Titanoboa was only discovered in 2009 when its huge bones were found in a coal mine. Some of its vertebrae were as big as a human head. Today, its skeleton can be seen at the Smithsonian Museum, but online theories spread. What if it never truly disappeared? Could something that big still be hiding in the Amazon? We don't know. A large portion of the forest is still unexplored, and scientists find new species every year in the Amazon rainforest. If you enjoyed the video, liked the video, and subscribed to the channel.